So I really got to say something. It's bugging me. I have to get it off my chest. Now, I'm a hardworking man. I work 2 jobs, which usually encompasses anywhere between 40 and 56 hours a week because, lawyers aren't cheap. But anyway, so, 40, 56 hours a week, yeah, that's a lot, that's a lot. But income tax, it's funny, I pay income tax. So, now normally, I'm a pretty caring and carefree guy. So, hey, if my money went to, say, building hospitals, roads, schools, educating people properly, helping my country prosper for the betterment of all that were involved, I wouldn't mind so much. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was less in that particular instance, but I wouldn't mind really that much. But now all my income tax goes to a corrupted, bloated government where government officials just spend willy-nilly because the taxpayer is an endless source of money, and they don't care what happens to my money. It's not used for the betterment of the many, it's used for the betterment of the few, particularly those employed. Say if you work in government for a few years, you get like a nice $60,000 to $80,000 pension. It's crazy. My prime minister's getting a $5 million one. It's crazy. But so they take $300 or so, roughly, give or take, a month from me. Okay, so that's $3,600 a year just taken away from me in income taxes. And the thing is that, at the end of the year, they'll probably ask for more money, really, because they said, you didn't pay enough. You made too much money. You have to give us more. Excuse me? Hold up. I have to pay more money to an institution that I do not like? Now, nobody seems to remember this. I don't know what it is. People just don't care. They're just ignorant. Or they just think they don't have the power to do anything. The government are our employees. Me and you, we employ government officials. We have created and we keep in power the government that is currently in place. We don't like something. We have the right to change it or fire the fucker who's fucking it all up. And we have the ability to, but the thing is people don't realize that. They think, oh, there's nothing we can do about the government. Doesn't matter who you vote for. We're screwed either way. There's nothing we can do. Why bother? My hard-earned dollars, that $3,600 a year, could be used to help put my wife through college. It could be used to be put into savings. It could buy us a nice fuel-efficient, reliable motor vehicle. It could pay off my house. It could, help me, say, put Aries in school, take her to Disneyland, fun things like that. Yeah, but no, my $3,600 is going to government employees who take vacations down to spas in Arizona on the taxpayers tab, that order $16 glasses of orange juice. What the fuck's in a glass of orange juice that costs $16? Anyone? Government employee did that. The same employee actually went to a conference somewhere in the world. Her hotel wasn't good enough, even though that's where the conference was being held, in her hotel. So she switched it to a really fancy hotel where royals stay and got a limousine to and from. Guess who paid for that? Can you just take a wild guess? Who paid for that? I bet you can't. I bet you don't know. Who paid for her limousine, her royal suite? Any clue? You give up yet? You have no idea? No idea? Then you're lost. Ridiculous things like that. I could be using my $3,600 to better my family. I could give a little to charity because I could afford it. Please, would you like to donate to charity? Sorry, I already give to government. They take everything I got. There's not a lot I can do, Shame. It's so ridiculous. Like, oh man. It's just so silly. But we have the power to change it. And now here's the funny thing too. Everybody's fed up with it. I don't talk to anybody that's like, yep, I am perfectly content with everything that's going on right now. I think we're in a great spot in the world. Our economy's crashing. Our government's corrupt. They're acting, they're acting for the benefit only of corporations and themselves, not of the people. But we employ them to act for the benefit of the corporations. They raise our taxes, which they then use willy-nilly on whatever they like. My defense minister, Peter MacKay, he was at a fishing trip. Okay, I don't know who paid for his fishing trip. Probably us, but maybe him. He was on this fishing trip, and then he's like, oh, right, I have a meeting I gotta be at. Look at the time, I don't want to drive 2 hours. Calls up the Canadian military, hey, can you get a search and rescue helicopter down to blah, 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 this resort, pick me up and drop me off at this meeting? It would save me a good hour and a half. Sure, so, search and rescue came, picked him up, dropped him off. Great. $16,000, I'm pretty sure that cost. I'm sorry, what? You saved yourself an hour and a half by taking a $16,000 helicopter ride. My tab. Hey, no worry, Defense Minister. I saved you time. 16,000. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I carpooled at work. You mother... Because I only have one vehicle because we don't have enough money to get an energy efficient or gas efficient vehicle so that I could drive myself. But hey, carpooling good for the environment. I don't mind it. I wouldn't mind a fuel efficient vehicle. Say $2,000 or so. But no, don't worry. We just gave $16,000 to Peter MacKay to save himself an hour and a half. Motherfucker. But we have the power to change things. Okay? How? How do we change things? How? Well, this is where I'm always stumped. What do we stand up and say, I'm done. I'm done paying for all your ridiculous bullshit. I want change. Well, Occupy tried that all over the world, well, all over North America. And the Tea Party tried that in the States. So where are we at? Well, I don't know if you guys noticed, mainly because, you know, mainstream media doesn't cover it. Have you seen the riots in Mexico, Spain, Italy, Greece, England, all over the world? Now, people aren't just, and not even riots, like peaceful marching. It's not just 200 or 1,000 or 5,000 people. It's like 100,000 people showed up in town square today demanding change. What are we going to do about that? We'll probably change something. 100,000 people want it. So, who rallied all those 100,000 people? Who organized that? People were at the brink. Now, in Canada and North America, we are first nation worlders. You know, we have everything we need. We've got a roof over our head. Technically, if you have a roof over your head, food in your fridge, money in your pocket, money in the bank, and you're smiling, you're in the top 8%, if not lower, percent of the world. You're in the top 8%. I'm in the top 8%. Holy crap. That's amazing. That makes me, like, rich in comparison with the rest of the world. Yes. And therefore, I have the mentality, because I have all of this stuff, I'm doing okay, that, hey, they're taking more from me. Hey, I lose a little bit here, a little bit there. Give a freedom, take a freedom. Mainly give freedoms. I never gain a freedom. Give freedoms, give money, give this, give that, give that. Oh, you know, I have a little bit more, I have a little bit more, I have a little bit more. People in other countries don't have anything left. I mean, have you seen Greece? They have nothing. They're elderly killing themselves because their family can't afford to feed them, and they feel like they're such a burden that they're going and offing themselves so everyone else can eat. Yeah, those people have nothing. So they're rallying. They're pissed. They're like, screw this, we want change and we want it now. In Canada, they're like, yeah, well, you know, I still got my TV, I still got my car. Yeah, my gas is ridiculous because it's being overtaxed. Yeah, I can't afford an education, but I mean, at least I have a job that pays for my rent. I guess there's no need for me to really rally. We still have stuff to give up. So therefore, we're not going to do anything till it's all gone. I don't like that idea because, you know, once you lose everything, you're not going to get that back. Doesn't matter if you get everyone, you're not going to get what you had back. We have to do something now. But again, who's going to rally it? How? Do we have a charismatic leader that will unite everybody together and we'll all go at it? I have yet to see one. Have you seen one? I don't know. I'm not the guy for the job. Personally, I'm a little bit, what's the word? ADHD, the doctor calls it. So I'm all like, yes, we can do it. And an hour later, I'm like, squirrel. What were we talking about? You know, I've got laundry to fold, which has been sitting there for a week, and yeah, someone else will rally the world. Don't worry about it. That's why I can't rally the world. Hey, but I do my part by making YouTube videos, expressing my opinions, and hopefully hearing from you guys, and then therefore replying and getting the communication started. Conversation is the beginning of every great plan. So we have conversation. Good, I'm laying the groundwork with a few of you. And hopefully you will lay groundwork with a few, and then therefore by doing math, that'll spread everywhere. Fantastic. Now we just have to wait. We don't have any time. We can't wait. Oh my god, it's a oxymoron, a conundrum. It's one of those paradoxes. Well, I'm out of ideas. I just thought I would share that with you, that the world is ridiculous and I'm sick of paying income tax. It's criminal. Really, it is. I am not paying for fucking government employees $16 glass of orange juice. I can't afford... I've never had a beverage that's costed $16. Alcoholic or not, she had orange juice. What the hell? Where'd they fly those oranges in? Space? Like, yeah, these are space orange fruit. We just had them freshly squeezed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then David Hasselhoff blew on them. That'll cost $16 a glass. You'll be like, wah! Wah! That is all. Have a good day. Peace.